What's going on, my ninjas? Slick Killer back with you again. We're playing some Dying Light, and what I want to show you today is the new stackable item duplication glitch after patch 1.40. Now this one's a little trickier than the previous method, but with a little practice you'll be duplicating everything in sight. So for this one you're going to be using your player's stash again, so get to a spot where you have access to your storage. And as you can see, I have my inventory items on my left and my storage items on my right. Alright, so the most important step of this glitch is going to be our multiplier. Our multiplier is going to be that item that we're copying the quantity of to the items that we want to copy to. For instance, in this case I'm using 99 flares as our base for now, and then everything that we copy will be 99 to start. The other thing that you must make sure of is that that multiplier must be our first item at the top of our inventory side of our player stash. So you might have to move some inventory items around, either move it into storage or drop it, but in this case we are using flares as our number one item. Now I'll put an annotation on the screen for PlayStation users, but for Xbox here, if you just hit A to add the item to storage, you'll see a little box pop up to store the item. Now the only options it'll give you is A for OK, Y for all, B for back. You won't be able to move the D-pad up or down, but you can move it left or right to select the quantity. Now what we're going to do is try to glitch out that store pop-up box so that we're able to scroll up and down the inventory items. What we're going to do is first hit X to get in the player stash, and then we're going to quickly hit A and down on the D-pad at the same time. And this might take some practice to do, but you will get the hang of this. Now if you've done this correctly, you should now be able to move up and down the inventory items list, and all you have to do now is hover over the item you want to duplicate and then hit Y for all. That'll move the item into storage, so now we can rinse and repeat for all the items that we want to duplicate. Let's try that again. So first we're going to want to hit X to get into player stash, and then hit A and down on the D-pad at the same time. Now I leave like a little half-second pause before I hit A and down on the D-pad, but you'll get the timing right. Then just move down to the item you want to duplicate and hit Y for all. And that's all it is to duplicate items. Let me show you how to duplicate the same item so we can increase our multiplier, that being flares in this instance, and it's a little different than the previous method as mentioned before, but just as easy. So what we're going to do here is just move one piece of flare from inventory to storage, then back out of our player stash, hit X to get back into player stash, and hit A and down on the D-pad at the same time. Then we're going to move to our one piece of flare in storage and then hit Y for all. That'll move it from storage to inventory, and now the multiplier quantity has doubled. We'll go ahead and double that again. We'll move one piece of flare over to storage, back out, hit X on player stash, hit A and down on the D-pad at the same time, hover over flare in storage, and hit Y for all. So there it is, guys, new duplication method for stackable items in Dying Light after patch 1.40. If this video helped you out, please leave a like. Feel free to subscribe as well. I'm trying to post more content regularly, so for now, Slick Killer signing off. Peace out.